What's going on, guys? Decided to make a little video of my man cave, if you want to call it. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that. It's kind of getting to a point where it's, I'd say, a little more presentable, comfortable, the way I like it. I don't plan to move anytime soon, so it kind of helps to be able to, get this all set up. But anyway, here we go. So I have this Mario poster here. This frame was like 20 bucks at, I think it was Joann's. Got it a couple of years ago. It's a pretty cheap frame, but it gets the job done. I decided to put that particular Club Nintendo poster in there just because it has everyone. Then right here, I basically have my drawers of random gaming accessories. This is mostly controllers. This is some handheld systems. I got a Dreamcast unopened controller back there. I think a VMU back there too. And here, just basically, this is just miscellaneous cables, Ethernet cables, headphone cables, USB cables, headsets, stuff like that. Got them all rubber banded up. And then my Sega Saturn. This is my original Sega Saturn that I got in 96, I believe, 96, 97. Recently got the Action Replay so that I could play imports. So I gotta start doing that, so getting some import games. I have X-Men vs. Street Fighter. This is my PC. Still rocking the 570 graphics card. Still plays most games at 1080, so there's my monitor, an Asus 23-inch monitor, some simple Logitech speakers, Microsoft keyboard, and Logitech mouse. Basically, that's the deal right there. This the monitor is kind of throwing off the lighting, but you can kind of see. This is the chair I use. Got rid of the last chair. It was basically falling apart. This is pretty good. Good computer chair. And then I got my Asus router and surfboard modem. Really quickly, anybody who has Time Warner and doesn't want to pay the rental fee for their equipment, I recommend this combo. It actually works pretty well for me. So this is the Motorola Surfboard SB6141, and it only comes in white. I guess there was a thing where there was a black model, but they were not meant for retail. See if I can focus on this router here. This is the Asus RTAC68R. Just means it's sold at Best Buy. It's usually a U. Pretty awesome router. It's an expensive router, but it's top of the line. I get great wireless coverage, full signal, and my wireless is almost equal to my wired speeds. And no other router has been able to do that for me. So the 6.6 is pretty good and it's cheap, but it actually has a problem of overheating. It doesn't really overheat, but the top of this would get extremely hot. So this one, they actually made it to where it can only stand up. It has a built-in stand, and it stops, the heat. Doesn't get as hot either. So yeah, I recommend that if you have Time Warner. Over here on this wall, I got a Phantasy Star Universe poster here, who was signed by the creator. I think his name is Sakurai. He drew that little picture on there. This is a custom frame. This frame cost me like 90 bucks because it's a custom size, and even they couldn't get it perfect because you can still see the white border here. They just couldn't get it close enough. But other than that, almost fits 100% perfect, and has a special type of glass in the frame that prevents the light or any sunlight from damaging the poster inside. So it's special museum glass or whatever the hell it was. And here is my gaming collection, if you want to call it that. It's just basically what I have from that I haven't traded. This is the Club Nintendo Award. There's a little statue in there. Got that when I got the PS4. These are my GBA games. I basically threw away all the cardboard boxes. You know, I just didn't have enough space to, you know, hold all the boxes. But these are basically some of my favorite games on the GBA that I actually kept. Basically most of the Mario remakes, which is kind of pointless at the end of the day. Battle Network games. And I think I have the Pokemon games. This is what's left of my DS collection. Heart Gold, got the Dragon Quest games. These were in alphabetical order, but I kind of rearranged everything. So I just threw these all together. Some of these games are sealed, like Lufia is sealed. Monsters Joker 2 is sealed. I think one of these Zelda games are sealed. Games I just never ever got around to. I don't know if I ever will. Here's a DS Sonic collection. It's decent. But by now there's better ways to play that, so. Dragon Ball Origins games, a few Pokemon games, some of the Sonic games, Golden Sun, Final Fantasy IV, Jump Superstars, and Jump Ultimate Stars. This is Naruto Ninja Council 4, I think, but they actually sold this at Best Buy. There was a point in time where Best Buy was actually selling Japanese import DS games, which was really weird. And they were actually selling this game. So, kind of weird, but one of my favorite, all-time favorite DS games, Mega Man ZX. Music was so awesome in that game. Here's my sad attempt at creating GBA cases for the GBA games, basically since I threw away the cardboard. They look pretty good, right? It looks pretty decent, especially the front. The problem is I had a really low quality printer. You can't tell as much on the camera, but in person it's really faded out. And I didn't really want to invest in a bunch of DS cases for some of the GBA games, so I think the game's in here. Let me check. Yeah, it actually is. So see, I don't have the instruction booklet, sadly, but the games fit there. So you can basically make your own, you know, Game Boy Advance game cases if you really wanted to protect the Game Boy games, or you could buy, you know, these things here that hold 3 at a time. Phantasy Star Zero, one of my favorite games on the DS too. That was, not enough people got this game here. This one here. Too bad too, because in Mario Kart DS, I got this, and then as soon as I got this, the Zero collection, I sold all the GBA games. This is my Sonic the Hedgehog movie, released back in '99, I think it was. A little Sonic Generations statue. Just pretty much filling space here with that. A buddy of mine drew this way back in 2002. Had it around. Finally decided to just display it there. It looks pretty cool. what's left of my PS2 collection, basically. Ape Escape, my favorite. Oh man, I love the Ape Escape games. I cannot believe we didn't get a true Ape Escape sequel on the PS3. Hopefully on the PS4 we'll see a collection of those games. Or man, I just love those games. Artanelico, actually played through that. Astro Boy. Bloody Roar 3 is actually one of my first PS2 games that actually survived all the trading binges I went through. It's kind of funny. Bujingai. This game is just so weird, man. I don't know if a lot of people have this game. I could never trade this game just because it was just so weird and unique. It's basically an action game, Devil May Cry style, but there's nothing like it. It's so unique that I could never get rid of it. Regrettably, I did get rid of Budokai 3, regrettably. Especially since now the soundtrack's been changed in the HD collection. And it's been edited, but I still have Infinite World. Dragon Quest 8, one of my favorite games. I love that game. Oh, God Hand, another game. Fan-fucking-tastic game. Fantastic. Get that back in there. Final Fantasy X. Grandia, Kingdom Hearts, Klonoa 2. I actually got this used years and years later for like $7. Complete. In almost pretty damn good condition. I never buy used games, but that was one of the few times that GameStop actually came through. Basically, this is from the Metal Gear collection. It's a PS1 game, but they wouldn't take it at GameStop. Onimusha, too bad that game never came out with another an HD collection or even a true sequel. Yakuza games, some RPGs, all of the Shin Megami Tensei games, and I just never played any of them. I mean, I have all of them, I never played any of them. Shinobi, PS2, fantastic game. Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. This is one of the only ways I think that you can play Hyper Street Fighter Alpha. Basically, it gives the alpha characters like Marvel vs. Capcom style fireballs and stuff. It's pretty neat. Pretty dark, but let's see. You can see this GameCube collection. Kind of focus there. Billy Hatcher, Zelda games, Luigi's Mansion. That's my original copy of Luigi's Mansion launch day. Mega Man Bat Network Transmission. This is basically, I think, in between 1 and 2 of the GBA games. I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this game. It's really weird, but it was a lot of fun. A game I regret not finishing is this one here. Mega Man X Command Mission. I actually got this used at GameStop too for really cheap. Never got to play this version of the game, so someday get to that. Here's the old school Pokemon Bank, basically. Pokemon box. You could only buy this from Club Nintendo. Skies of Arcadia, Sonic games, Star Fox. So I had Tales of Symphonia Black Label way back. Got rid of it for some reason, and then I wanted it back, so I got it for $20. You know, when it was a player's choice. It's still sealed. This thing's probably worth some money now on the GameCube. Might go down in value because the HD collection is coming out, but it is what it is. Beautiful Joe. I hated the sequel, but I loved the first game. Wario World. Pretty awesome GameCube platformer. Got that. And basically my Xbox collection, which is basically just the three... mainly it's just these here. These 4 games here are the ones I really care about. I don't know why I have this, to be honest. And this was like $5 in a bargain bin, so I got that way back. And some Blu-rays, we don't really care about that. What's left of my PSP collection. Went through a trading binge and got most of my PSP games, you know, traded in and got a few of the ones I really like downloaded, but I accidentally traded Crisis Core. Final Fantasy Crisis Core. And I actually had the shiny Best Buy cover version, whatever it was, but I traded it on accident. I really didn't realize I had traded it in, so I saw Amazon had it for $10. So I said, oh, fuck, I'm just going to rebuy it because, you know, it's the only way to play that game. So I got that, and they sent me 2 copies for some reason. 2 copies. But they only charged me $10. So, whatever. I didn't tell them. Fuck it. Basically my very limited NES collection. Kind of hard to see. But it's Bart vs. the World, Captain Skyhawk, Battletoads, Xenoid, and however the hell you say this. Got this way back when I was a little kid. I also have Double Dragon 2. And some DVDs. What's left of... Oh yeah, I have Roger Rabbit too. In box. And this is a 32X game. This is a loose copy of Virtua Fighter that came with the 32X. And then Knuckles Chaotix and Mortal Kombat 2. All my original Sega Genesis Sonic games that I owned. I was a lot older when this came out. So this is basically damn near perfect condition. Little crease down there, but yeah, it was one of the last Genesis games I got. And Knights. And my Sega Saturn games. This is actually was bought way down the road. All these other games were actually bought during the Saturn's life. And this is my import copy of X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and it was like in mint condition from East Starland. I mean, mint. It even had the extra little thing that wrapped around it here. It's actually, that's what this thing in the front is. This little piece here is the thing that wraps around here. Unbelievable. It was like $60 and it came mint. What's left? And this is my other part of my Saturn collection here. And these 2 games here were not part of my original collection. Astall was actually a game I rented as a kid, and crazy looking platformer. It always tripped me out. I rented it, and the weird thing is, it doesn't have the name on the spine. That's the weird thing, and I thought it was just mine, but I think that's just the way this game was printed. So yeah, Astall was not part of my original collection, and Burning Rangers. I always wanted to play this, and I finally got it for $70. This thing cost me $70, and it's not the greatest condition. I'd say it's fine. There's a little damage inside there from like water somehow. But and a little crack here, down here. But this game's extremely hard to find. It even has a little thingy here. When I bought my Saturn games as a kid, they didn't have this shit in there. But yeah, there's the disc. This is probably one of the, you know, rarer Saturn games I own because they didn't even print many copies of the US version. So, yeah, that's that. And then, let's get to, basically I just got this new bookshelf here, as you can see, pretty big. We're down on the floor. There's my one-piece box. Basically, I'm on volume 3. Mint condition from Amazon, except for one of the corners was dinged up. You can't see it, but anyway. Action Bible. I actually almost read the entire thing. About it right there. It's basically just comic book style with all the Bible stories. Probably the only way I'll read the Bible. It's a little dark down here, but there's volume 24, 25, and 26 of One Piece. The full color Dragon Ball. Really quickly. So I called Amazon just about the, I wanted to leave feedback like directly about their packing. And I told him, it's just frustrating, and went on. And they basically said, keep this book here, and we're going to send you another one. I was like, okay. Way back in the day, I bought this anime here, Peacemaker. And when you would buy these, it would come with a single DVD and then the box. And then you had to buy all the DVDs separately and then fill the box out. And there's some miscellaneous manga, just first volumes of older series that I bought so long ago. Maybe I'll get around to those, but for now I'm going to do One Piece, and we'll see how that goes. We don't got enough light here, guys. What's going on here? So, Full Metal Alchemist tin box sets. Really quickly, I'll open one just to show you what's the deal. So yeah, you would put all the discs in here. It would come with one DVD and a soundtrack in this metal tin box, and you'd have to fill it out, to complete it. And all three are complete. It's the original series and the movie. And then this was $16 on Amazon. And the other parts never went down. This is just part 1 of Brotherhood. They never went down in price. And so by the time, I checked again, they have 2 parts of these, the complete series, for $30 each. And these are still, by themselves, $35. What kind of sense is that? So anyway, I'll probably never have the rest of those. But older anime I got, Love Hina. This is pretty good anime. Usually don't like these types of anime, but I remember watching it online way back in like 03 and just was addicted to it. I couldn't stop watching it. Pretty cheap case here by Bandai. That's all the DVDs there. This used to have a slipcover, but my dog bit the shit out of it. So, yeah, it's just basically like a book now. Escryed, or however the hell you say it. This is next on my list. After I finish Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm gonna watch this. I've had this for years and never watched it, so I think it's about time I did that. You know what? But like I said, with all this moving, it's man. Anyway, so this is really cool. Check this out. This is Code Geass. Geass, whatever the fuck, however you say it. I liked what I saw, and I probably will someday watch this. But here you got all kinds of cool shit. I mean, you get the I got some fan service going on. The soundtrack. Let's see what else you got here. You got another soundtrack, I guess. And you got, what else is this shit? Postcards, character profiles, the first manga, and the first 2 volumes on DVD. Now, the only reason I bought this was because I had gone to Best Buy, and this was like years ago, and all of these boxes, this is a pretty nice box too, all of these boxes were $3 for these suckers. I'm like, fuck, $3. I mean, I don't even collect anime anymore, but $3. So yeah, I got that box, and um, I'll probably never complete the DVD set. But yeah, there's the price of it was. Um, show you this here. This is the Yu Yu Hakusho movie, but this was dubbed by a different voice cast. As you can see, it was released by U.S. Manga. I don't even know if they're around anymore. But yeah, the voices were horrible. And then I have basically every boxed brick set of Dragon Ball, all the way to from Ball to Z to GT to Ball. And then I have all the Kai single DVDs, Blu-rays, and then all the featured movies on Blu-ray. Evangelion 1.1, 2.2, Akira, the original release. I want to get 3.3 for Evangelion. You might be able to tell, but see how some of these are darker? Well, sun damage. So that's why now I have this these blackout blinds, so there's no more fucking damage to my goods here. And this is one of my favorite things here, is my complete 7-box set of Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Box. These things aren't sold anymore. Let me tell you, getting these from Amazon was a fucking nightmare. But I ended up with every single one of them in best possible condition. And there it is, all 7 boxes. So this is the only way to watch Dragon Ball Z, the original Z series, with the Japanese music in the original 4x3 format. Specifically Volume 2 here. So this is going for like $500 on Amazon. Ridiculous. Some bootleg Naruto that I bought way back in the day with the awesome little Naruto figurine. Samurai X Director's Cut has all the OVAs or OAVs. My Kenshin right there. And then we got the 2003 Ninja Turtles original figures, and the Blu-ray box set with the pizza thing in there. Not really related, but this is Roger Rabbit, drawn by one of the Disney artists at Disneyland. You can see there, it's kind of right here, you can see Disney Amblin. That's the artist who drew it for me. I guess Disney doesn't own the full rights to Roger Rabbit, so that's why it always has Steven Spielberg shit. And then my Vita, I always keep these little things on my handhelds to keep the dust off. My Vita, my 3DS, and Sensi. And yeah, like I said, pretty much a must for any collector or anybody who has stuff that is somewhat valuable. You need blackout blinds to block the sun from damaging your stuff. As you can see here, like Ape Escape 2, can't really tell from the video, but when I used to live in my house, I didn't realize early in the morning the sun would come through the slider and perfectly hit like the edge of this this whole shelf here. So everything on this end was bleached and faded out. So blackout blinds made it keeps out the sun, the light, the noise, the heat. You know, helps keep cooling down, which is a must in the desert here. You know, you can always slide them open to get your sunlight back in if you want to have some light up in here. And then I got my 7-inch tablet there. That tub right there is basically a little mini table, and it holds my original PS3 60 gig and my Xbox 360s in there. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the tour, the man cave. That's pretty much it, guys. I know it's been a while. I never really showed you guys this, but I thought since I got this new shelf here, everything looks a little cleaner, a little more exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time, peace out.